Hello everybody, welcome to the Sunday race preview for the last race of 2020. 17 races across 5 months. Currently they've spent 60 days constantly away from home. It has been a mammoth task to get 2020 completed, and this is the last Grand Prix. Let's take a look at what's still to play for here in Abu Dhabi. Formula One arrives in Abu Dhabi for the last race of the 2020 Formula One season. It's the Yas Island, Yas Marina in Abu Dhabi. We've had 5 different championship Grand Prix winners this year. Bottas, Hamilton, Verstappen, Gasly, and more recently Sergio Perez. It's the last race of the year. The season ends on the 13th of December here in Abu Dhabi. In the Drivers' Championship, Lewis Hamilton is already the champion, 332 points, but the battle for third is still brewing. Sergio Perez now ahead of Daniel Ricciardo, but Charles Leclerc, Carlos Sainz, Alexander Albon, Lando Norris, Lance Stroll and Pierre Gasly are all in the battle and could all take third place this weekend. Whoever finishes ahead of one of the other cars will take fourth in the Constructors. The second page shows a different story. 23 drivers have now finally taken part in this season. So Esteban Ocon looks to break back through. He's only on 60 points. He's 11 points behind Gasly. Vettel looks to end the season on the second page of the board. Then that's followed by Kvyat, Hülkenberg, who's completed 3 races. Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, Russell scoring points for the first time. Then it's Giovinazzi ahead of Grosjean, Magnussen, Latifi, Akin and Fittipaldi. In the Constructors' Championship, Mercedes are already the champions, 540 points. Aston Martin have held off for second. The battle for third is the big point. Racing Point versus McLaren versus Renault into this weekend. Ferrari are a midfield team, then Alfa Tauri, Alfa Romeo, Haas and Williams still have no points on the board. Sunday is the last day of term for Formula One. Welcome to the Sunday race preview. Let's take a look around the Yas Island, Yas Marina circuit in the United Arab Emirates. 3.451 miles, 21 turns, 2 DRS zones, and a hard abrasive track that proves Formula One can race in the desert. Start the lap at the exit, turn 21, compromise the corner, get a nice square run down across the line. Now hurtle down towards turn 1, a left-hander from 7th gear, brake all the way down, take it 4th gear, ride the exit curb a lot, and then really hug the inside line through turn 2 and turn 3 as it launches you back down towards 5 and 6 chicane area. The GT cars go straight on. Formula 1 takes the chicane. This is where Schumacher and Liuzzi made contact back in 2010. Turn 7, past the fans, although this is a closed event. A double apex right-hander, then really compromise it down the back straightaway. Open up the DRS now and pull 8th gear and just try and tow off the car in front of you as much as you can before you hit the braking zone. Brake at 100 meters, not 150, to try and get the best braking spot down towards turn 8 and 9, the S chicane. Cross now underneath the bridge. Now this is the support paddock pit lane complex. Now take the inside line. It's grippier on the racing line down towards the braking zone into turn 11. A tight, acute 90-degree corner. Left again, uphill slightly to the right, and then left as you enter turn 14, very similar to Bahrain's turn 10. Accelerate now towards the 2 right-handers sweeping through at 18 and 19. Carry as much speed as you want and then hit the brakes hard. Be careful not to lock up on the outside left. Now, underneath the Yas Marina Hotel, full power as you approach turn 20, and then don't rub the exit curb. You can lose a wheel there. We saw that back in 2010. Into the last 2 corners then. Don't run too wide at the exit here, otherwise you'll lose your lap time. But that is a lap of the Yas Marina circuit on Yas Island in Abu Dhabi. So let's start off, as we always do, with qualifying 1. The last qualifying of 2020. And Lewis Hamilton, after not topping any of the practice sessions so far, came out dominating. Yes, he did. Hamilton, top of the board in Q1, and surprisingly, Antonio Giovinazzi manages to get through to Q2. Not many times this year the Alfa Romeos have managed to do that, so top job there. Hamilton briefly went top of the times, only to have his lap time deleted after exceeding the track limits in turn 20 and 21 and losing his following lap. But he kept the cool and went again, and he went 8th fastest, having taken the best out of the tyres. So the Mercedes driver was forced to do a second run on the softs as well. He went quickest overall. Bottas was second in that session. Verstappen went 2 runs, both on the soft tyre compound as well. Going forward, got through, but Latifi was in the middle of the corner into the last one. Verstappen had to avoid as well. Wasn't very nice to him over the radio. Giovinazzi was in the drop zone in the last few seconds of qualifying 1, but he managed to get through, and that pushed out his teammate Kimi Raikkonen. Surprisingly, now Alfa Romeo, that is, we're coming into this session level on qualifying battles. 8 to Giovinazzi, 8 to Raikkonen. But now that has been won. Giovinazzi 9, Raikkonen 8 in the qualifying battles. Also eliminated was Kevin Magnussen. George Russell eliminated after the highs of Shakir, a Q1 elimination in the Williams here in Abu Dhabi. Fittipaldi was also there, and qualifying last, which I can't understand, Nicholas Latifi as well, out-qualified by both Russell and Fittipaldi. A bit bizarre if you ask me. But that was qualifying 1. On to qualifying 2. Renault were the big shockers. Both Ocon and Ricciardo eliminated. That is going to do dramatic harm to third place battle in the Constructors' Championship. It now seems to be between Racing Point and McLaren. McLaren have a stronger advantage as both of their cars went through to qualifying 3. Sergio Perez didn't elect to set a time. He has to start the race anyway from the back of the grid, the same as Kevin Magnussen for a change of power unit issue as well. Also eliminated was Sebastian Vettel. His 13th straight elimination in qualifying. He hasn't made it through to Q2 in 13 races. And Antonio Giovinazzi also eliminated alongside the former mentioned of Sergio Perez. Into qualifying 3 then, and what a qualifying it was. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody expected this. In the last sector, Hamilton went top of the board, a 1:35.322. Then Bottas was purple middle sector. He went top, a 1:35.271. Bottas was fastest of all in the first sector, as was Lando Norris. They were both matching times. It could have been Norris's for pole, but he dropped down to 4th on a 1:35.497, a 10th off. That McLaren. Mwah! Brilliant. Imagine that next year with a Mercedes engine. They're going to be right up there, McLaren. But Max Verstappen taking his first pole position of 2020, his third career pole position, a 1:35.246. That was fantastic. McLaren, just to go back to them, they were also level in the qualifying battle. Norris and Sainz 8-8. Norris qualifying 4th means that for the second year running, he out-qualifies his teammate 9-8. Albon was 5th, Sainz 6th, Kvyat, Stroll, Leclerc 9th, but has a grid penalty for hitting Sergio Perez last time out. He'll start 13th, and then Gasly in 10th position. So let's take a look then at how the provisional starting grid looks for the 2020 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It is with Max Verstappen on pole position, starting on the medium tyre, as will Bottas, Hamilton, Norris on the softs. Then we get Albon, Sainz, Kvyat, Stroll, Gasly, Ocon top 10. Ricciardo, Leclerc starts 12th, correcting myself, but Leclerc has to start on those medium compound tyres because that's the tyre qualified in Q2. Vettel 13th, Giovinazzi, Raikkonen, Russell, Fittipaldi, Latifi, Perez 19th and Magnussen 20th, all because of their engine difficulties and changing going into the last one of the year. We will be back later with the Grand Prix Live, our coverage starting at 12:30 UK time, and our Sunday race review will be on later in the evening as well. What a year, what a challenge we've got. This is going to be a last race of the year in a very difficult time. Join us live here on YouTube for more. Bye for now.